treat yourself. Don't get anyone Christmas presents this year. You know why? It's time to get you some gifts, and you could get some NFTs. And if you watch this video, we're going to show you the easiest way to treat yourself and buy with simplicity. Here we go. In this video, Heather and I are going to show you the simplest, most stress-free, painless way to buy an NFT. But first, if this is your first time joining us, I'm Rich.
And I'm Heather. Listen, y'all, we are NFTs for newbies. It's so crazy. We started this podcast with over 100,000 downloads, and that's just in 100 days. It's crazy, but we don't want to forget our YouTube community. Today, we're going to be digging in how to buy an NFT. And speaking of treating yourself, before we get started on that, Richard, what do you want for Christmas, my friend?
Oh man,
don't lie to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to any of you. I'm super bad about getting gifts because I just get myself what I want when I want it. So if I'm just gonna say some dad shit. Like if I need a new bowling ball, I'll just go get a bowling ball. I don't bowl, but I don't know if I wanted anything at all. I think you know what it is. It's to get some of these amazing NFT people doing the best projects that exist on our podcast. But otherwise, just health and happiness. I swear, that's all I want.
Oh my goodness. Whatever. Health and happiness and a bowling ball. That's a bunch of BS. Come on, my friend. Give me the deets.
That's it.
An NFT?
No.
Which NFT?
No, like to interview some of those people. That man.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
What about you?
I know what you're saying. I want to go on a trip, and I don't want that trip to be canceled because of certain variations of various variants of things.
Aside from what we want for Christmas, we want you guys to dip your toe into the NFT world. And we are here as newbies to help you. So we don't want you to plunge into buying NFTs and empty your bank account and then have to explain it to someone why you're doing what you're doing. Just dip your toe in this thing. So we are going to help you treat yourself and to get an NFT. But let me just say, before we even get to that, I don't know about you, Heather, but it's almost as scary as setting up your wallet.
Yes. Yes. If you can set up your wallet, you can do anything. You can believe, you can fly, and all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and we have an episode on that. But when you're setting up your wallet, the blood they take and the physical that you need to go to your doctor in the local town, that's all normal. Don't sweat it, but make sure your wallet's set up. That's a joke.
That sounds like what normal, what you hear on a scary movie or Black Mirror or something. Oh, it's normal. Don't worry about them taking your blood and asking you for all of this stuff and getting your fingerprint. It's where we're at in life.
Oh, very well. Well, look, our promise is to always keep it simple. Okay. We are using a MetaMask wallet and we are using OpenSea, which is the standard essentially from where you can go buy NFTs. And that's all we're going to do. Heather, I'm going to pull it up, but tell people how you bought your first NFT and how you bought subsequently and what it felt like. Did it get easier? Was it scary? How are you going through that whole process?
I don't think it's scary now. I do think that Brian, my husband, and I were a lot more cautious because we got little happy fingers. And now that this space, there's a lot more people coming into it, you've got to be really mindful of who you're buying from and making sure you're buying from valid sources. My very first NFT was actually bought through the creator. And so a lot of times you'll buy an NFT directly from a creator's website, and sometimes you'll go through OpenSea. And that's where a secondary market where you can buy art or NFTs from people who bought them originally. And so we've done both, buying from actual websites, and we've also done OpenSea, which is the trendy place where it's more of a secondary market. We're buying from people who got in during a launch.
Here we go. I just started sharing my screen. First things first, you got to have some monies in your wallet, not like me. So you got to have some monies in your wallet. And here's the other thing. Someone wrote us and said they wanted to buy this NFT, but the price went up from $111 to $200. And I'm like, so the other thing you can do before you buy your NFT and make sure you have money in your wallet is to check the price of Eath. If Eath is at an all-time high, you don't need to buy. Oh, I like that. If Eath is at all-time high,
treat yourself.
You don't need to buy. Too high, you don't need to buy. So there you go. So that's the rhyme in your head every time you're going to try and buy. So check that out. All right, now we're here. Okay, so we're here. Here's what you could do. You could explore. I wouldn't do that. You could do stats and you could go to rankings. This is going to help you kind of get a feel. First thing I like to do is try and go to floor price, and we just want to kind of mitigate the risk. We don't want to be looking at anything that's 50 ETH. I mean, come on, people. So floor price, if you didn't catch our lingo episode, you could catch it right here. And I will go to lowest floor price first. I'll just go to something like Uncool Cats. I'll click on it. The floor price is 0.04. Lowest buy now price. So I'll go to buy now. This is just to get an idea of how much what is. 0.04 ETH is about 177 bucks. Okay. So let's just say this is going to be the one. Now, Heather, if you don't care about uncool cats vomiting and you don't like the art, but this is cheap, do you buy this?
100% big fat no, Janet.
Mhm.
There's so many factors that go into purchasing an NFT that you need to consider. In fact, I think that's why you went away from the explore tab, Rich, because you don't want to just be exploring and just buying crap to buy crap,
No
right?
way. Like it's too easy, right? Like, so just because it's affordable, just because you might have heard of it, just because someone texted you about it, does not mean that's the one for you. Make it count, right? Make it count. So here we are. We're still on the Uncool Cat number 5409. And if I go to buy now, I have monies in my wallet. Let's just assume that. So now it's going to say, what the price is. The gas is not showing right now. And royalties, okay? Royalties, the creator of this collection will receive 5% of this sale from future sales of this item. Got it, no problem. That means when you sell it, if you sell it, 5% is coming out, homeboy or homegirl. I'm gonna click the box to agree. It's gonna take a second. Homeboy doesn't have any money, so I can't confirm checkout. I'm gonna have to add funds. I'm not going to deposit in exchange, me personally, because I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to buy with a card. Here we go. And now this is powered by MoonPay. Okay, so this is showing my wallet address. This is what I want to buy. I want to buy some Ethereum. It's saying what the fees are going to be. Okay, so 0.04 is what I get. That means there's about $20 or $30, no public math here. It's going to cost me a total of $206, okay, because there's gas involved. Continue. So you have a card in there, and then you put in your security code, and then here it is. Here's the total price of ETH as it is right now, 44.79, which is kind of high. That's good. And then here's your fees, this and this, boom, and we go. That's how you do it if you don't have any monies, okay? If you have the money, it's going to be a little bit of a different story. So Heather, if I want to look, let's go pick something, and we want to learn a little bit more and dive into kind of buying. We're getting a little bit into strategy, and we're going to stay here for a very short time. Any ideas of where we could go to look?
Sure. So let's check out Happy Land Gummy Bears. I love these people so much, but we're going to give you a few things to check out and look at if these are projects that you know nothing about. And again, we are not advisors. We are not telling you what to do. We're just giving you our unqualified opinions about this. But if I'm going to go to Happy Land Gummy Bears real quick and click that, first of all, the thing that I notice is there's that blue stinking check mark there, which means that it is a verified collection. I have bought an NFT before that wasn't a verified collection, and it ended up being a fraud. I thought I was buying from one collection and I didn't check that blue check mark. Now, does every collection have a blue check mark? No, but some of the bigger ones are going to have that. So make sure that you are in the right collection. Also, we're going to notice owners. There's over 4,000 owners. So I know the other day, Rich and I were looking at a collection somewhere else, and I thought it was a real collection. He goes, "No, Heather, look, there's 25 owners. This isn't a real collection." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
It's so easy to just go.
It is. And, outside of this, I think it's important to not just make decisions in OpenSea, but also to check these people out offline. Look at their Discord, look at their Twitter, look at their website, check out to see if they have a roadmap, pay attention to the dialogue of their communities. All this stuff is important because although you may be in love with some of this artwork, be like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. NFTs are a good little investment. Even if you get on a low floor price, just be smart about this. Maybe you're just wanting to spend money, and that's fine. But if you're looking at this as like a long-term thing that you want to invest in, make sure that you are investing in the community and not just the art.
Just like Heather said, here is their Twitter, which is good, obviously. Here is their page, so it looks legit to me. This is a positive sign.
Discord is linked up in their bio. It mentions who their creators are. Their creators are front and center. They're a part. They're active. We know that just from knowing them. You'd have to do a little bit of digging, of course.
So like our friend Andy said, I was listening to one of his podcasts. Twitter and Discord are good indicators, okay? So there you go. Here is the deal. We've said it many, many times before. Obviously, do your own research, but this is just a good tool. Like, you never have to buy when you go on OpenSea. I think, like, Heather, do you ever feel like just because you're on OpenSea, like, I got to buy something while I'm here?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I have.
I am one of the cheapest people you'll ever meet in your life. Like, it's very hard for me to spend money. When we buy stuff, like, we research and we really decide we're going to buy something. There's been no impulse buys.
So Heather is the person at Chipotle who's like, when they put some chicken on the salad, she's like, a little more, please. That's you, huh?
And then I'm at the buffet and I'm putting biscuits in my
Oh,
purse for later.
I knew it. That's why you gave me one randomly when I met you in Nashville. I was like, where's this biscuit come from? So look, guys.
You got to treat yourself, Rich. You've got to treat yourself. Treat yourself with biscuits, with NFTs. What else?
That's it. Like, look, just don't mess around. Just look around, owners, verified, Twitter, Discord, and make sure you like it. I guess the only other thing you can do is a little bit of research on why the project started. That might make you go from I'm thinking about buying to buying, but you are supporting a small business essentially. And Heather and I are entrepreneurs and we love people who support small businesses, but don't fall into the hype game. Start small, win big.
And besides that, one quick thing is good old fashioned gut check. There's a lot of FOMO and fear going on in this space. And so just really getting quiet for yourself and being like, am I doing this because I'm freaked out and I'm panicked and everybody's doing it? Or am I doing this because I feel solid and secure and safe making this decision? Another good idea is just to connect with people who've been in this space a little bit longer. And if you don't know those people, we have an incredible Discord community of people who would love to answer your questions and just give you some support if this is your first time buying.
If you bought an NFT that had anything to do with us, put it in the comments. We want to know what it is. And then we will see y'all next time. Treat yourself.